Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another re-review from my previous channel. Stars of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in Future Kill. Let's take a look. Party animal, I'm a party animal. All right.
You're hurting the cause.
That's Splatter.
I'm the leader of a non-violent movement, and you're a violent person.
And that's Eddie, the leader.
You're not even checking with me.
They're processing like toxic waste or something.
The next time you touch one of my people, you're out.
Meanwhile, on the local college campus, there's some hazing going on.
Our party here tonight. I've also personally seen to it that you're invited to the Tri-Delt party tomorrow night. Hey, thanks. And that you get to wear these.
Some tarring and feathering.
Robert, I'd like to talk to you about your frats.
Firefighters are concentrating on the northwest section of the building. They seem to think they can have this thing under control momentarily. Nobody knows exactly what started the fire.
But right now, the anti-nuke-truist movement is making the most of the situation by...
Hi, boys.
We're gonna go up to my room and get ready.
And give it to me.
So the woman goes upstairs. I sense a prank here. A prank indeed. So when the lights go on, the lady has changed.
What's the matter, boy? How do you like these egg rolls?
The next part of the hazing is a kidnapping.
The theme will be the No Nuke protest. You guys have the distinct pleasure of going downtown to kidnap the freak of my children. Freak.
So Eddie and Splatter are part of this group called the Mutants, who've been protesting like nuclear waste and stuff. They call themselves the Mutants,
Spotted one yet?
and they're supposed to kidnap one of them. So they give it a shot. But the mutants don't let themselves get kidnapped very easily.
Frat pin. Laugh on this side.
Didn't have to kill him, Splatter.
Well, now Splatter has killed Eddie, the leader. And he's gonna blame the frat boys on it. Splatter's played by the hitchhiker from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Dorothy is Marilyn Burns, the survivor from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You turned out pretty well yourself, didn't you, star fucker?
Hey, anybody see which way Paul and Jay went? No, that's all we did was get separated. Hey, what about Clint? What about it? We're not just gonna leave him there. I'm not going back there. No shit, place is probably crawling with freaks after our ass.
Splatter kills a woman who was gonna service him.
That bitch. Would you like what modern man can do for his brothers with a little misplaced nuclear energy? You're fine enough to put your mouth on, get started! Like the moon already!
He ends up killing her. Squishing her.
And don't be so quick to condemn. We're basically the same. We have feelings and dreams too. The only difference is you're content to let them world saying that is. We're trying to do something about it.
About what?
Nuclear armament is everywhere. Did you come in here with 3 other guys?
Yeah, why?
Word's out that you killed Eddie.
Thought I killed that guy, too.
The guy spending the rest of the film being chased by Splatter and his minions because they can't seem to escape the city. Some people die.
Please, let me go.
Not till you tell me where they are.
I don't know.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You little liar.
This is a punk band. I think they're called Max and the Makeups. Not even kitties are safe from these punks.
Fucking cat.
Don't like our meat.
Dorothy's gonna help them.
Yeah, I heard that.
Are we supposed to kill him?
If you can. I've set some traps for him, so be careful.
If you've got traps, then why do you need us?
Bait.
So they're gonna try to lure Splatter in to take him out.
One at a time. Because then Eddie will be avenged. And I'll be a hero. You shouldn't wear frat pins. You might get stuck.
But then Dorothy takes over. And spills his guts. Splatter then kind of melts or something.
After what I've been through tonight, motherfucker, it's over.
We get one final kill in our film. And I guess our boys survived the night. And that's our movie. All right, let's talk about this movie, Future Kill. This is a movie that I read a review that said this movie was on the video store shelves of every video store that existed in the 80s. And you know what? I can't disagree with that. I saw this movie everywhere. If I went into a store, you found Future Kill. It was there. I got this from a video store called TNR Video in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. It's a store that I eventually ended up working at for several years. I rented it probably in the spring of 1986. I think I maybe watched a little bit of it, and then I haven't watched it again for years and years because I didn't really care for what I saw. Its claim to fame was that it was reuniting some members of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, specifically, I think his name is Edward Neal, the guy who played the hitchhiker, and Marilyn Burns, who was the one survivor in Texas Chainsaw as well. They're the only two people from that movie who are in this movie as well. So, anyway, the plot of this movie is there's this group of people called Mutants that are roaming around the city. It's a large city like New York or something. It's supposed to be almost like a post-apocalyptic thing, although I don't think there was an apocalypse. These mutants are like protesting toxic waste or something. They dressed in weird costumes. And they're led by this guy. I think his name is Edwin. I'm not sure, but Eddie. And then like the second guy in command is this guy named Splatter. Now, Eddie wants to do these like nonviolent protests, but Splatter disagrees with that, and he has no problem killing people. So Eddie says, you know, touch one of my people again, and you're out. You're out of the group. So anyway, conversely, there's this group of frat boys nearby who are, it's like Hell Week. They're hazing, trying to join this fraternity or whatever. So it's decided that in order to join or whatever, they got to go out and kidnap one of the mutants. They'll let them go right away, but that's the goal, to kidnap. Quite a goal. So anyway, they set out to do that, but they go downtown and they find Eddie down there, but nothing really happens. They end up leaving. And then as they're leaving, Splatter kills Eddie. So he then tells everybody else, all the other mutants, that, hey, these frat boys are the ones who killed Eddie. So the rest of the movie is spent with the mutants chasing down the frat boys to try to catch them. And that's pretty much it. You know, eventually they do meet up with Marilyn Burns. She's like part of the mutant group, but she's agreed to help them. Ultimately leads to a showdown with the frat boys and Splatter in this room somewhere. And then I think her name was Dorothy, Marilyn Burns' character. She ends up killing Splatter, like punches out his guts and rips out his intestines, that sort of thing, and he kind of dies. He almost like melted. It's like Splatter is like half machine or something like that. I don't know. It was kind of weird. But anyway, that's pretty much how our movie ends. So that is Future Kill. Again, I've seen this a couple times over the years, and I just don't really care for it. It's got a couple of brief nude scenes in it, but that's about it. Yeah, again, its big claim to fame was a couple of Texas Chainsaw Massacre characters, but only 2 people, so it wasn't that much of a reunion. But again, I just didn't think the movie was all that great. So there you go. A little bit of violence here and there, but it's, no, I was just kind of bored by it, to be honest with you. Looks like they were trying to get like even like the movie The Warriors, kind of in that similar vein. And of course, the post-apocalyptic thing, which again, there was no apocalypse here. It was filmed in Austin, Texas, which I believe is the area where Texas Chainsaw was filmed. So anyway, I got not much more to say about this, except the fact if you want this DVD, it's going to cost you. I paid $50 for this 5 years ago, and the price has gone up since then. It's the lowest price you'll get is maybe in the low 60s. That's about it, but I've seen 60, 70, 80. It's up there. This film has a bit of a cult following, and I don't exactly know why, because I just don't care for it. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. Tell me where I'm wrong. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Future Kill. Watch it. Bye.